Hello, Hillsborough County pet lovers. The moment so many of you have been waiting for is finally here. We are about to draw the names of those who will get a chance, the opportunity to adopt one of these Diana Street dogs. We know they're so cute, right?
Yes.
If you haven't noticed by now, we have some very special guests with us. We have Bradley Pinion with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You just rushed over here straight from practice, right?
Yes, straight from practice.
We appreciate you being here. We also have some members from our Hillsborough County Fire Rescue here with us to help pick these names. So this is how the lottery is going to work. You can see we have this big drawing drum right here. We have 1,300 names in here. We're going to draw 320 of them first. Those first 320 names will have the opportunity to adopt one of the dogs, and then we will also be choosing 80 alternates. And every name that is drawn here, then you will be notified by email sometime tomorrow with further instructions. So, you ready to get started?
Give it a spin.
All right, let's go.
All right, first name.
We have this to help.
Oh, perfect. Bad at football, Karen can't break a piece of tape. We have, I apologize if I butcher any names, Claudia Lucas from St. Petersburg. First name.
First name. All right, I'll pass them off here.
Ooh, Tasney Mitchell from Tampa.
Abbreviation.
Yeah, I can see it. Marlene's Bello. That's Riverview, Florida. I'm gonna have some fans that hate me because I'm butchering their names.
No way. Deandra.
Deandra Shear from St. Petersburg.
1,300 names. Can you believe it?
Crazy, 1,300.
But can you? Is it really
I
crazy?
know.
Look how cute
I
they
had
are.
a dog that looked like almost exactly like this, but black growing up.
So
Breaks
cute.
my heart. Margaret Leota,
My mama.
Winona, Florida.
My mama.
Chris Cassidy from St. Petersburg. St. Petersburg is getting a lot of love. Diane Michael from Sarasota.
Sarasota. So it seems like we have people coming from all
From
over.
all over, which is a great thing. All these dogs needs to find a good home.
And these dogs have been with PRC for a couple months now, and they have just been given the best care. We had a little spa day for them
Oh, that's awesome.
about a few weeks ago.
Richard Gasper from Apollo Beach. Oh, don't jump off the table, bud. Elsa De Jesus from Riverview, Florida.
So you said you had dogs growing up. You've always been a big
Yeah,
dog
always
guy?
been a big dog guy. So my first dogs were mixes. So we had, well, actually, let me backtrack. My first dog was a golden retriever that was crazy.
Yeah.
Would like jump fences and everything. We have, I can't read the handwriting.
Litsa I.
Litsa I from Tarpon Springs. But jumped a fence and got a dog pregnant up the street.
Oh my God.
So we had two of those
So
puppies.
then you had all of those.
We took two of those puppies, and the other ones we found good homes for. And
It's good to see that all these people want to rescue
Yes.
these dogs, because that's
It's
so important. It's a
huge.
cause near and dear to your
very
heart.
near and dear to our heart. We actually have a program going on. Me and my wife just started with, in conjunction with the Hillsborough County resource, that every punt down inside the 20 by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, we will be going in and sponsoring a dog. So we go in on a Monday, pick the dog, however many punts it is, how many dogs we'll pick, and we will sponsor the dog, and they get a bag from a company called Modern Paws here local in Tampa.
That's awesome.
The bags are awesome. They have treats, leash, collar, a Bucks ID tag. It's really cool that Modern Paws did this with us.
Great.
So we're excited. Brian Dorman from Tampa. Oh, this last name. Cameron Buckham? Apollo Beach?
Cameron B.
Cameron B.
And again, everyone who is getting picked today will be notified by email with all the details, everything they need to know about the next step in this process.
Yes. Tiffany S. from Orlando, all the way from Orlando.
Orlando, that's the farthest
awesome.
one so far. Well, Sarasota too.
Give it another spin.
And you have some rescues of your own, right?
Yes, so we have 2 rescues. We have 3 dogs, but 2 of them are rescues. We have a lab staffy mix named Nala that's 6 years old. Me and my wife rescued her when we were in college. We were both boyfriend, girlfriend at the time. Crazy, I know. But 6 years later, we still have her. And then we also have a rescue named Novi that we just got this past off season. And she is a lab hound mix.
Nice.
So 2 very big dogs. All right, we have Laura O'Brien from Tampa.
How cute are these? These just melt your heart. They're so sweet. And this one's just so excited.
Getting all the TV time.
I know, they have been very famous. If you see, we have the video going in the background. These dogs have just been all over the televisions.
We have Calvin Sanders from Riverview. Francis P. from Tampa.
So when you go to shelters and you see these dogs, is it hard for you to resist taking one or 5 home with you?
That's how we ended up with Novi.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. We went with our friend for them to adopt a dog, and Novi came walking around the corner. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh no, we're going home with another dog. I know my wife. We're going home with another one. Wayne McLean from Tampa. But it's just something, they're such good companions. Say you have a long day at work.
They're
you come
your
home.
family.
Yeah, they are our family. They go everywhere with us. They travel with us. I mean, our dogs used to play for San Francisco. Our dogs went all the way to California in a car, came back in a car.
Wow.
So they've been across the country and back.
So how are they adjusting to Florida life? They like it?
Hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hot
And
down
now
here
is the
for
best
us.
time of year.
I know.
Glorabelle?
Glorabelle H. from Tampa.
Puppy on the run.
Oh, that's not a chew toy. Jack and Mary Lynn from Clearwater. This tape is getting the best of me.
They're extra secure.
I know.
Make sure everyone has a fair shot of getting one of these cuties.
Shannon Cruz from Wesley Chapel.
That's number 20.
Okay. After this,
Number
we'll give it
20.
another spin.
Cool. Lena Lou from Tampa, Florida. Another spin.
So can you tell us about the dogs you've sponsored so far? I saw Buck was one of them.
Yes, so we sponsored 2 so far, and we are actually going to backdate. So we started kind of in the middle of a season, and already had 10 punts inside the 20. So we actually, after we just visited the shelter on Monday, me and my wife, when we got home, we were like, we're definitely backdating this. So we are going to do another 10 soon. We'll probably spread it out just so it's logistically easier.
Yeah.
But another 10 dogs. But right now we have sponsored 2, and it's Lily and Buck. I believe Lily actually got rescued by a rescue today. Lily was kind of beat up. She had some skin stuff that was going on, and she was very skinny and just from a bad situation.
Right.
So our rescue, I believe, adopted her, or it's rescued her, and it's going to take care of her until she's healthy to be adopted. And then Buck is a Staffy mix, spunky guy. It was awesome. Kind of worked out that I played for the Bucks, and his name was Buck.
That's what I was going to ask. Was that coincidence?
It was coincidence.
Wow.
My wife loved this dog. It actually reminded her of one of our dogs, Nala. It looked very similar. And my wife fell in love with him. I'm surprised we didn't go home with him that day.
He was cute.
Yes,
Very
very cute. If you want to see these dogs, you can go on my Instagram, my wife's Instagram. Mine's bpinion05, my wife's Kaylee Pinion, or our dogs, which is where we're doing all this, is on our dog's Instagram, which is called the Pinion Pups.
Perfect. Pinion pups.
Yes. Kristen Richards from Tampa, Florida. Jesus Lanza from Tampa, Florida. Peggy A from Tampa.
How many are we at right now? Okay.
Daniel T from Tampa.
I feel like we might have a bathroom situation coming.
Elizabeth Price from Sarasota. David B from
Bradenton.
Bradenton, I'm sorry, Bradenton. Nicole Z from Riverview.
Okay, I think here we're gonna stop for a second. We're gonna switch out, let some of these firefighters
Very cool.
have their chance to pick some of these names. But first, before we let you go, why rescuing? For anyone watching, why is it so important to
'Cause
rescue?
It's just like people, these dogs may just not have been from the best situation, or just the people couldn't afford to keep them, or whatever it might be. These dogs deserve second chances just like people do. And I know the joy that my dogs bring me after a long day of work, or after a hard loss, or even after a good day, coming home, being able to play with the dog, and the dog jumps up in your face and licks you in the face, or when you sit on the couch, they curl up in your lap. Just that joy and that part of the family that they are to us, we want other people to experience that also. And we couldn't think of a better way to do that than to actually give someone the chance to adopt a dog that may not be able to. And it's, like I said, dogs are just awesome. They bring smiles. I mean, how can you not smile at this little fella?
They are so cute.
And it's just near and dear to our heart, and it always will be, and we want people to experience that same joy.
Well, we appreciate everything
Thank you
you're
very
doing
much.
here. Thank you so much for coming. We might have you come back if
Yeah.
you have time in a little bit, but I'll let you go take a break. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
very much.
All right, next up, we have one of the members of Hillsborough County Fire Rescue. Would you tell everyone who you are?
Oops.
Water
Dropping
down.
water.
It's okay.
Hi, I'm Tim Pearson, training officer with Hillsborough County Fire Rescue. Got 2 other training officers here with us today, Prudy and Rob Herron.
And you love dogs.
I do. I have 6 dogs.
6 dogs.
Yep, so I don't need any more.
But you want to help other people get one.
Absolutely.
All right, well, let's go. Give it a spin.
So you're gonna stay put? Nope. All right.
We have another letter opener in case that one doesn't work.
Linwood Henry from Apollo Beach. Do they have names, or are they all waiting to be named?
Does this one have a name?
The puppies don't have names yet.
All right.
They're waiting. I know a lot of people watching at home have some names in mind, I'm sure.
Sheila Cook from Tampa, Florida. I guess everybody's from Florida in this, right? Another
I'm
good
not
question?
sure.
I'm full of good questions.
You are. We had an Orlando one and a Sarasota.
There's people come up from Miami.
Miami.
All right. Fernando Garcia from Riverview. Rose Marie Samuels from Tampa. Ashley Cook from Tampa.
So 6 dogs.
6.
Your
yep.
house must be fun.
It's
Loud,
always. Yep.
but fun.
Yep. And they're all rescues. I got 2 big ones and 4 tiny ones like these
Oh,
guys.
wow.
Yep. Karem Fernandez from Safety Harbor. Some of these are Chinese crested mixes, I heard.
Sure are.
We have 4 of those, and a Mastiff mix, and a
Wow.
Clot Hound.
Wow.
Yep. David Bartley from Dade City.
And they all get along, one big happy family.
That's it. Yep.
I have a dog and a cat who have yet to be able to be in the same room as each other, but they're getting there.
Dion Hargrove from Lakeland. Albert Perez from Tampa.
Like Bradley was saying, it's hard to see a dog and not want to take it home,
Yeah.
especially when they look like this.
Lesion Parrott, Oldsmar. You ready to tap in?
We got a few more
All
out of
right.
you.
Marilyn McIntyre, Sun City. No, I think they wanted me to shake it up.
Oh,
Roll the
okay.
band. We'll do that now.
We'll do that now.
Deborah Peterson, Apollo Beach.
That's number 40.
Number 40. So plenty of chances.
David Turner, Largo. Jeannie Mary V. Miller from Dunedin. Is he sleeping?
Finally calming down. Ready to know.
Nellie Ortiz, Tampa. Elsa Santillana, Tampa. Shannon Barr, Dunedin.
It's also so important to mention that if your name isn't picked out of here, there are so many other dogs at Hillsborough County Pet Resource Center that are in need of love and a forever home. So if you want to go to the shelter and see them, I'm sure you will find your match.
Melissa Hurl, Tampa.
Gloria.
Gloria Raymond, Tampa, Florida. Bettina Kaufman, Brandon. Judy Tekken, Tampa. Donnelly Keelis, Tampa.
It's number 50.
Number 50. After this one, you want to give it another spin?
Sure
Okay.
can. Kristen Jackson, Temple Terrace.
And again, as we mentioned before, 320 names will be picked first. Those are people who will have the opportunity to get one of these dogs. And then after that, we're going to be doing 80 alternates. And then everyone will be notified by email sometime tomorrow with further instruction of what you need to do.
Davion Shepard, Tampa. Devin Burnaby, Orlando. That's far.
That's far. We've had 2 Orlandos now. And this one has finally tired out.
Paula Mazzarella, Lutz. Donna Recchia, Apollo Beach. Princess Agra, Land O'Lakes. Princess. Christina Brood, Largo. Iskra Sprachia, Tampa.
I'm sure you probably feel the same way when we were talking with Bradley, that after he came home from a long day at work, after a game, to just see your dog. Same for you. I mean, your job is very stressful as well.
Sure.
I'm sure it just feels so great to come home, have a puppy fall asleep, or a big dog in your
My
case as well.
80-pound Mastiff
Just fall
is,
asleep in your
yeah.
lap.
Jeff Messing from Tampa.
I have a 75-pound lab mix who thinks he's this size.
Julie Kirchmeyer, Lehigh Acres.
Oh, that's really far.
Michelle Guglietti, Tampa.
What number are we at now?
61.
61? We'll switch at 70.
Sounds great. I think you should name this one.
Name this one.
Donnie Agostini, Tampa.
Name it Amber with the fur color. I think he's a boy.
Stacy Manelli, Lutz. Janet Kavesh, Lakeland.
Sleeping. So cute.
Francis Martin, Plant City. Lynn Chalarajan.
We'll go with Lindsay.
Lindsay from Lutz.
Again, you will get an email if your name has been picked.
Richard Worth, Tampa. Simone Johnson, Riverview. Amy Henson, Lando Lakes.
This will be 69.
Okay, 2 more, and we'll switch out.
Arlene Vicari, Odessa.
All right,
One more.
1 more.
Eric Santos, Tampa.
All right, make sure she's locked up. Now we're going to bring in another
Rob Herring.
firefighter. I think, do we have another friend we can bring in and show too?
Another dog?
puppy? We've got some more of these pups to show off. This one's nice and rested.
Give it a spin.
Thank you.
Hi,
Hi, how are you?
Great, how are you?
Why don't you tell everyone who you are?
I'm Rob Herron. I'm a training officer with Hillsborough County Fire Rescue.
And you're also a dog lover?
I am a dog lover. I am in between dogs right now.
In between dogs?
Yeah,
Looks like you need to
I know.
pick one up.
I have some kids at home that are very tuned into this, thinking I'm coming home.
Well, and we've been talking all afternoon. These dogs, they're your family.
That's right.
They're not just pets,
Absolutely.
they're your family.
This is Jennifer Perrone from St. Petersburg. Stay there. There we go. Hmm? Try this one.
Yeah, try that one. Hi, cutie. You're showing off.
Use the serious one. This is Quantavia Wilson from Tampa.
Hi. You are so sweet.
Angie Batten from Sefner.
This little one loves people.
Gloria Melovich from Riverview.
You know, the PRC staff has just been giving these dogs so much love. Love that they have
They look
probably never had before.
very happy.
They are very happy.
Blanca Diaz from Land O'Lakes. Andrea Buggs from Tampa.
Likes to
That one has,
stand.
I think, the most energy.
You have so much energy. You'll be falling asleep
Peter
soon.
Farrell from Clearwater. Iris Starr from Sarasota.
Just
I think he wants to pick. I'll give it a
let
spin.
me in. Give it a spin.
This is Deborah Blair from St. Petersburg.
Number 80. Still got a lot more names
We got
to
some
be
names to
picked.
do.
This one's a wild child.
Mark Rydell from Riverview.
You're so curious.
Kimberly Robinson from Largo. Noah Winter from Valrico. Hey. Energy galore. Play hard, crash hard.
I don't think
Napping.
this one wants to be up here. Do we want to switch him out, or we can just take a break for a little bit? I think we have one more to show. Ball of energy.
Rui and Maria Sands from Riverview. Rosa Rios, Tampa.
85. This one. You want to take a nap again?
Alicia Young from Tampa. Aaron Crawshaw of Mulberry. Nicole Alarsh, Bradenton. Well, that one's a little more chill, huh?
Adoption day is Sunday. On to the Hillsborough County Spectrum.
Janine Cimarena from Tampa.
It's so great, though, to see all of their energy because you know how happy they are after everything they've been through. Now they're just starting their new lives.
Wish I could harness some of that energy. Deidre McQueenie from Oldsmar.
Puppy energy.
That's right. Renee Campano of Tampa. Joanne Arroyo, Crystal River.
Give it another spin.
Spin to win.
Seeing these dogs, though, you can understand why
absolutely.
so many people want
Why
to
so
take
many
them
people
home.
are eagerly waiting for an email or tuned in live right now.
And this one just loves belly rubs.
Nicole Ankwitz of Largo.
Hi. Hello. Hello.
Zarina Rivers of Temple Terrace. Amy Escamilla of Gibsonton.
These puppies are quite the celebrities.
Look at 'em, like a
these
little
days.
teddy bear.
I know. They're just doing tricks, rolling over.
Timothy Pierce of Riverview. Almost got him.
Oh,
Imelda Lanos of Odessa. We gotta get some.
yeah. You're in love now, right?
Yeah, I know. my daughter see that. They are like little teddy bears. Raymond Rivera from Lutz. Andrea Tengler, St. Petersburg.
What number are we at? 99, okay. Number 100.
100. Who's lucky number 100? Tape
We
twice.
can probably switch off after this one too.
Emily Lucius of Land O'Lakes.
All right. That was 100. I think we're going to switch out. Another firefighter come in. Shake it up. So there's still 220 to go of people who will have an opportunity to adopt them, and then again we'll have the 80 alternates after. Why don't you tell everyone who you are?
My name is Prudencio Vallejo. I'm a training officer with Hillsborough County Fire Rescue.
And what do you think of this cutie?
Very cute, very cute. My kids would be going crazy right now. All right. First, William Goodman of Brandon, Florida. Carolyn Millen of Tampa. Catherine C. from Tampa, Florida.
Again, we will be sending emails out to everyone. You'll have all the instructions, everything you need to know.
This looks like Renee Daniels from Temple Terrace.
This one just wants to nap.
Yes, very, very
Chill.
friendly, very calm. Antoinette Al from Lutz. All right. Wade Simpson, Tampa, Florida. Get down in here a little bit.
So now seeing all these, you're not very surprised that so many people wanted these dogs.
It's amazing. It's a great thing to see such an outpouring of love from the community for these dogs and getting them all adopted. Lance Smith, I think that's Lakeland, Florida. Oh, sorry, buddy.
It's like you woke me up from my nap.
It's good to think too that after all these adoptions are done, that these individuals will still have the opportunity to adopt
Yep.
a number of other animals.
So many other animals at Pet Resource Center that need just as much love as these guys do.
Kathy Nordlinger from Largo, Florida. Double tape on it.
This is probably the most human interaction these dogs have had before we were able to get them. So they are loving all of the
Yes.
attention.
Michael Payne from Tampa. Yes, the little beige dog over there is yearning for attention. Yearning for attention. Very playful. Kim Leach from Largo. Francis Capel from Riverview.
And we have another little guy with us. Let's see. Maybe they'll both nap together, as if they couldn't get any cuter. Hi, guys. Are they down?
He and I share a little resemblance.
Yeah,
Right here.
there you go.
Little silver up front. Louis Pata from Tampa.
Let's go back to sleep. Puppies everywhere. I need you to wrangle one if you see him.
Valerie Cruz from St. Petersburg.
Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Oh, they're so cute, my heart.
Adriana Perez from Riverview. Yeah, they're gonna go to a good home.
You're gonna get good homes, lots of love. That's all we could ever want for them.
Sherry Olbon from Tampa.
Hey, guys. Let's stay over here.
Barbara Butler from Wesley Chapel. They're significantly smaller than my dog at home. I've got
Yeah.
a 110 pound, 125 pound Great Pyrenees.
125 pounds.
Patricia St. Cyr from Hernando, Florida.
Mando.
Yeah, she's a big teddy bear. She has the demeanor of this little one here.
That's the best when you see the pictures of the giant dogs and then the itty bitty cats or other dogs.
Yep. Julie Halfhill from Newport Richey, Florida.
Let's lay down.
Laura Kasimov from Trinity.
So as someone who obviously has a soft spot for dogs, I mean, it's got to feel like your family member when you go home. I know when I get home from work, I almost feel like when I hold my dog, it's like anxiety, any kind of stress you have
Yeah,
is
very much
relieved.
so. Very much so. Patricia Zakshevsky from Palm Harbor.
Nice.
Yeah, she's a giant dog and can be somewhat intimidating to most people, but when you come home and
She's a lover.
she's the first one to greet you, and yeah, she's wonderful. Kind of helps the stress all melt away. You forget about a lot of that.
It really does.
Kristen Frazier from Brandon.
What number are we at? 121.
All right. Thomas Day from Lakeland. Amy Jo Esser from Winter Park.
For everyone who's been applying to get these dogs, I'll tell you, when you see them, they just immediately want to be loved.
Oh,
They
very much
just
so. Very much.
love the affection. This one just keeps falling asleep right here on us.
As soon as they got here today, they ran up to everybody who would pet them.
So they are going to be so happy when they get those homes.
Patricia Sharp from St. Pete. Mariana Zelaya from Tampa. Fernando Solis from Tampa.
Come here. Sleeping.
See Tim.
This one is
I think
out.
you found your companion.
This one.
Allie Linville from Zephyr Hills. They brought in a ringer for the camera.
This one is
Yeah.
not shy at
Oh,
all.
not at all. Seth Walbrich from Tampa.
What number is this?
128.
Okay, we'll do a couple more and then we'll
Okay.
switch out.
Wonderful. Lori Osborne from Tampa. It's a pleasure to have the opportunity to be here and
Well,
be a
we
part of
appreciate
this.
your help. We know there's a lot of names to draw.
That's more than our pleasure. Jeff Vera from Sefner.
All right, and we'll switch out. Is Bradley still here? So you want to come pick a few more names?
Sure, it's locked.
We'll stop for just a second. You up for drawing a few more?
Up for drawing a few more.
This one just keeps falling asleep, so I think he's set. So we're
right.
right here.
Let's see if I can. Oh, did I lock it out? That's good.
Uh-oh.
I think we broke the key. Oh, there it goes.
There we go.
All right. We have Christopher Henry from Land O'Lakes.
So were you surprised to see how quickly your new initiative has taken off? You just started it, was it last week?
We started it, well, it was funny. We had the idea like 2 weeks ago. And I was like, let's just give it to my agency and see what happens. And my agency reached out to PRC and it just took off from there. I did another interview earlier today about it, and it's me and my wife were actually talking about it earlier, and we were like, this just kind of took off out of nowhere. So
It's got to be comforting to know how many people in the Tampa Bay community care for animals just as much as you and your wife do.
It's very comforting, and just the amount of people that have reached out and be like, we love what you're doing, that may not be from the Tampa area.
Yeah.
It's been awesome to see, and can't wait to keep it going.
Good. Well, we appreciate you again, everything you're doing, and being here with us today.
Yeah, of course. We have Karen B. from St. Petersburg. He's content. Lisa T. from Sarasota. Oh. Haishana Ray from Tampa, Florida. As you can tell, I was not an English major.
That's okay.
Vincia P. from Riverview.
And if people are just tuning into our live stream, we've mentioned before that if you missed it and you weren't able to tune in right away, we are going to be sending emails sometime tomorrow with everything you need to know.
Cassandra Butcher from Valrico. I'm not from Florida either.
Pong?
Let's go with Fong.
Yeah.
Fong Lu from Tampa, Florida. Lisa Weber from Lithia, Florida. Let's dig down in there.
Are all your teammates big dog people as well?
Yes, so of course the specialists, we have to stick together. So Matt Gay, he actually has a dog that looks very similar to this one. And Zach, our long snapper, he is actually in the process of looking for a dog. And I'm trying to convince him to adopt one of the Punt for Pups
He
dogs.
should.
That's what we're
He
trying,
should.
so we'll see how that goes. Jennifer Newble from Lutz. I'm not sure how to
Lutz.
pronounce that one yet. James K. from Tampa. Kelly Rhodes from Apollo Beach. Eric Gauld from Plant City. Keena C. from Bradenton.
So you've gotten a chance to hold some of these
I
guys
think
and
I've held all
gals.
3 already now. The
We were
3
just
that are
saying,
here.
they just love people.
Yes, they just snuggled right up in my arms and
Your heart melted a little
yes,
bit.
a little bit. Tyler Reed from Tampa. Unfortunately, with our big dogs, the smallest being 70 pounds. I don't know how well a little dog would do.
See, I have a 75-pound lab, and he is terrified of the little dogs.
Really?
Like, they'll bark at him, and he's just so
Dude.
afraid. So
I'm
he's a
afraid
big
they
baby.
might like mistake him for a squirrel or
A
something.
a
And
chew
that's,
toy?
yeah, it wouldn't be good.
No.
Jennifer Vega from Valrico. Kimbra Cheek from Valrico. Sharon O from Riverview. Patricia Stewart from Riverview.
Try this one. You want to give it a spin?
Alfred Williams from Riverview. Riverview's getting a lot of love.
I think we had talked to you a little bit about this before, but just people who may be just now tuning in, what is it about rescuing that you want to get out to the people? Why
So
adopting
it's-
is so important?
It's giving the dogs a second chance. So I'll use one of our dogs for instance. So Novi, the one we just got. When she was in the shelter, the reason we actually got her is because she was like timid in the back of her cage, just like quivering and shaking. And the shelter is one of the like most stressful places for a dog, and that it can possibly be because of all the barking and just so much going on. It's the up and down of like, I want to say it's the up and down of like someone coming and playing with them and then leaving and having to go back in the kennel. And while the shelters are doing amazing things, finding a forever home for these dogs is so important because it lowers their stress level and it can also lower your personal stress level. Like, I know for me coming home from a hard day at work and having all 3 of my dogs basically attack me when I walk in the door, like makes me kind of forget about everything else.
Or this one just falling asleep.
Exactly. And it's just I just think it's extremely important to give the dogs a second chance, just like you would give the people a second chance. And I mean, how can you say no to some of these faces? Sydney T from Fort Lauderdale.
Wow.
Number 150.
150.
150. Dorothy S. from Venice. Ashley Joyce from Tampa. Jerry P. from Palm Harbor. Thank you to whoever got the new letter opener. Lisa V. from Riverview.
Just impressed we had some of those.
Yeah. Deborah Turnbull from Clearwater. Audrey Soto from, you said it was Lutz?
Lutz.
Lutz. I'm never going to get that right. Janice E. from Largo?
Largo.
I can't say anything. My handwriting's very bad. Brenda Nelly from Holiday, Florida. Gavril? Gavril G. Oh, Gavril Goodman from Brandon.
Brandon and Bradenton are similar.
Yeah, threw me off for a second. Charlotte Kelly from Tampa, Florida. Deborah Moore from Land O'Lakes. Joel Cruz from Tampa.
Are we at 160?
62.
Okay, we'll stop at 170. Will you let me know?
Shirley Bradford from Bradenton. Robin B. from Port Richey.
Do about 5 more and then we can switch, if that's okay.
I'll do one more. We have Gerard S. Sr. from Pinellas?
Pinellas Park.
Butchered that.
All right, we'll switch out again.
Hello, guys.
Bradley, thank you so much.
of
We really
course.
appreciate you being here.
Good job. All right, we're gonna tag team this.
All right.
Is it locked? Oh, thank God. Watch them lock it. You gonna open and I'll read?
And then we need one of you to hold the pup.
Well, you know, we'll do what we can. Hey, Bubba. Jim Connell from St. Pete. Deirdre Baldwin from Tampa. Oh, yeah. We're in a groove now.
Oh, yeah.
Susan Early from Tampa. Amy Howard, St. Petersburg. Nikki Ramos, Spring Hill.
That's 170.
170.
Mitch and Willa Elkis, Tampa. Sean Dugan, Clearwater. Caroline Kulikowski, Hudson. Gina Panapinto, Spring Hill. Marcia Garrett, St. Pete. Dig deep now. I have promise. Brent Shaw, Tampa. Annie Lairmore, Tampa. Might need to spin in a minute. Kimberly Bioni, Tampa. Mark Santoro, Land O'Lakes. Jennifer Duria, Tampa. This one is very calm, and
This one just wants to chill. Very relaxed. Loves to be pet.
the white one is hyperactive and wants to run around and be spastic. Kevin Mendoza, Kissimmee.
They all just want some sort of affection.
That's right. Carolina Dionsau, Valrico.
Teresa Smith, Parish. Fumble. Deanna Giberson, Hernando. Jonathan Theron, Tarpon Springs. Amber Tatro, Pinellas Park. Michelle Driggers, Palm Harbor. Rob and Teresa Jeffries, Brandon. Dawn Griffith, Sun City. Autumn Silas, Riverview. Nancy McGowan, Tampa. Matthew Cobb, Bradenton. Where did all these get turned in at? Different locations?
There's just one. Last week, 1,300 applications.
Wow.
More than.
Leroy Fortune, Wesley Chapel. I think he lives near me. Denise Wharton, Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
Jeelan Inamak, Tampa.
195. Moving right along. Thanks for the assistance.
Claudia Irizabal, Odessa. All right. Larissa Castro, Orlando. Kevin Goodman, Hudson. Mary Mata, Tampa. Denisa Varda, Lutz. Molly Ford, DeBerry. DeBerry?
No, I've never heard of that.
Never been to DeBerry.
Me either.
It's lovely this time of year. Marshall Vannersdal, Tampa.
Don't you wish every day you could have a dog at work with you?
We actually do have a dog at work.
Lucky.
We have a, what is it? What's it called? Pickles. Pickles the dog, travels the halls. Yep. Michelle Ellerby, Tampa. It's a little Dachshund, I think.
Yep.
Brittany Rodriguez, Tampa. Service animal, I guess is what you'd call it. Heather Bernstein, Tampa, Florida. Maya Moulton, Tampa. Nathan Lugo, Wesley Chapel. Joseph Monroig, Tampa. Jason Judge, Wesley Chapel. Oh my God, you mangled this one. Tom Edwards, Tampa.
Got a little too excited.
Roberta DeWaters, Waimama. Frank Simmons, Lithia. Sandabelle Maron, Riverview. Casey O'Connor, Tampa. Thomas Smith, Clearwater. Diane Salisbury, Zephyr Hills. Tony Frocio, St. Pete.
Shake it up.
Narida Montalvo, Valrico. Fantastic.
You want to switch out with you?
All right.
You want me pretty over here?
You're welcome to stay. Yeah, if you want to bring the other one over.
Okay.
Albert Cinco from Tampa.
Bring you Mr.
Milton
This is the exciting one.
Lanzos from Tampa. Darlene Ress from Dunedin. Renee Carrasco from Pinellas Park.
This one just wants to help.
Yes, wants to be involved. Jeffrey Green from Tampa.
Come here, baby.
Charlene Wilson from Ruskin. Ray Marie Thomas from Tampa. I don't think you can eat that. Do you want to go home? Okay, there you go.
Hand that off.
And they know tricks. They know tricks. Let go,
Camilla
buddy.
Schuler from Sun City Center.
You know tricks already.
She's just picking who she wants to go home with.
She's like, this one's mine.
Kathleen Mugnai from Riverview. Apologize if I mispronounce your name.
We'll be getting emails.
Scott and Corrine Baker from Clearwater. Jewel Green from Bradenton. Austin Chapman from Lakeland. Give her a spin.
Hi, cutie. So full of energy.
And Fundy A. Caraballo from Sefner. Manasia Edie from Brandon area.
From Brandon area.
Yeah, it says 335.
It's good you know
Zip
that.
codes. Doing our job, you can
Yeah.
remember those things. Danielle Wiggins from Plant City. Diana Appleby from Inglewood. Byron Sanchez from Tampa.
This one just wants to help. He's like moving along. He wants to find his new
Lauren
home.
Fisher from St. Pete.
Now he wants to talk into the microphone.
Yep. Kathy Main from Palm Harbor.
You want to switch them? This one's just so
Deborah
energetic.
Staples from Trinity. You're a ball of fun.
You are such a ball of fun. That's a good way to
Krista
describe.
Nolan from St. Pete.
This one just likes to nap.
The ringer. Yeah. Her and Georgia would get one. Brett Rutledge from Wesley Chapel. Leslie Wigginton from Bradenton. Dustin Walrath from Lutz. Lutz. Trevor Colinieri from Celebration.
Go live at Disney World.
Yeah, it's amazing to see how far away some of these people come to do this. This is great. Lanier Jones from Ruskin. Thought I heard one in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, and a Jacksonville.
Wow. Sylvia Diaz from Waimama. Jennifer Mickelpine from Palm Harbor. Matthew Hammond from Lakeland. About 10 more.
10 more?
Yeah.
247.
Yeah, that'll be perfect.
Stay there.
Amy Anderson from Clearwater. Colleen Necht from Temple Terrace. John Chandler from Apollo Beach. Amy Costa from Newport Richey. Marion Turner from Tampa.
This one confirmed loves naps and belly rubs.
Jamie Robinson from Valrico. Brandy Beck from Land O'Lakes. All right. Russell Lewis from Valrico, Florida. Last
Is
but
that
not
250?
least.
All right, we are at
Switch.
255.
All right.
256 right here.
And Debbie Stone from Tampa.
Pardon me, sir.
Aye.
This is exhausting, isn't it?
Oh, what a day for you. Mary Castillo from Tampa.
Castillo.
Castillo. This is Lena Morales from Tampa. Margarita Suarez from Waimama. Kamira Bowman from St. Pete. I'll go with that.
Yep. And if we pronounce it wrong, you will be emailed.
Yes.
We have your email address. We'll
James Akaba from Tampa.
What, you just in the cover?
That was in Cancun. Juliana Kress, St. Petersburg. Heather Coughlin, Bel Air. Lee Vasquez from Riverview. Anthony Stern from Tampa. Oh man, this one's Jennifer Schmidt from Webster.
Where's Webster?
Oh my goodness. Look. Oh, you're gonna pet my belly? Okay.
He's living the life.
Emily Reyes of Riverview. Leonela Alvarez from Spring Hill. Sherry Grossglass from Brandon. Shayna Smith from Temple Terrace. Sister Claire LaBeouf from Thonotosassa. That's what it said. Eric Hall, Tampa. It was a question. Hey, see that right there?
I'll catch you, Mick.
You're better than that. Cynthia Parshuk of Tampa. Another Cynthia. Cynthia Anquitz of Largo.
2 in a row.
2 Cynthias. Kimberly Hammond, Lithia.
I cannot get over this.
That dog is
Dog is-
fantastic.
Got my kind of personality. Natalia
Napping.
Del Pozo, Tampa. Melissa Granhorn, Newport Richey. Diane Powell, Thonona Sassa. Got the Thonona Sassa part right. Janine McMiller, Riverview.
A lot of Riverviews.
Jade Lune of St. Petersburg.
It's number 280.
280. So we have about 40 more.
Nicole Poling of Tampa. Kathleen Hamilton, Zephyr Hills. Feeling good? I'm feeling good. Think we can get, oh man, I was. Juana G of Lake Wales. We'll go with that. Florence Dixon, Riverview. Is Bradley coming back? So is Bradley coming back? John Eames, Tampa.
Maybe like the last 10.
Deborah Barrett of Tampa.
We know we get to like 310. 310.
Natalie Day,
310.
Winter Garden.
Don't you rush me.
Stephanie Price of Tampa. Danelle Pulliam of Tampa. Sounds good. Margaret Quiles of Tampa.
We appreciate the team effort.
Tanya Campos of Tampa.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Cerise Mullings of Riverview. They're all asleep. Look, that one's even asleep.
Now they're all falling asleep.
Karen Mayall of Valrico. Alexandra Bartolone of Tampa. Liz Hargreave, Seminole. Ingrid De Leon of Orlando. This one, trade out? I don't know if
We're
Bradley.
gonna do the last
Gonna lefty?
10.
Oh, there's 10 more?
No, there's
I'm at 296.
so, but at 310 we'll switch out and have Bradley come in.
Got it. Ton Lee of Pinellas Park. Earl Lang, Beverly Hills, Florida. Cheryl Office, Brandon. William Gazzola, Punta Gorda. Karen Falconer, Leesburg. Linda Hutchinson, Land O'Lakes. Marcella Arroyo of St. Pete. John Lulowitz of Clearwater. Michael K. of Tampa.
Keene.
Kearney, maybe?
Kearney.
Jane Harlow, Tampa. Aldalmas Malave Pons of Waimama. Got it. What you got there? Adelcida R of Tampa.
Ray.
Ray.
Right.
Reyes.
Okay. Reyes.
You will get emailed. You will have an email
Sometimes a team
tomorrow
effort.
if you-
Forensics.
Karina Ruiz of Pinellas Park. Stephanie Coleman of Tampa.
That's 310.
310. Okay, want to give
Yep.
you a break? Bradley, can we have you do the last 10? Yes, of course. We might need one of you guys for the reinforcement. That worked well.
You doing it?
I'll draw it.
This was,
Okay, so that was 310. We have 10 more
excuse me, Timmy.
of the 320, and then after that, we'll switch over and start with the alternates.
All right, 311. Michael Paplin from Lithia. Sorry, Siri. Sarah C. from St. Petersburg. Michael Burgess from Riverview. Tamitha Manley from Tampa. Jocelyn Roy from Pinellas Park.
315.
315.
So last 5. David W. from Port Richey. Warren Mann from Tampa. Make sure and get the ones in the bottom. Franchelle Davis from Ruskin.
318. So this is 319. Last two. Okay.
Blanca Flores from Plant City.
Okay, this is number 320.
320. Tanyetta Bailey from Tampa.
Okay. So with that 320, again, all of you will be receiving emails tomorrow with everything you need to know about the adoption event. Before we start with the alternate names, Bradley, tell everyone again how they can get involved with Punts for Pups,
Yes.
what they want to do, how they can get involved.
Yes, so Punts for Pups, like I said, it's a program. Every punt inside the 20 that the Buccaneers have, me and my wife are going into the PRC, and basically you get a free adoption. We're making a dog free available, and you get a goodie bag from Modern Paws with a leash, a collar, treats, a Bucks ID tag for the collar. It's a bunch of really good stuff. And we're doing this because we feel guys like this one right here deserve a second chance in life, and they deserve a forever home with someone that's going to love them and take care of them and treat them really like family, like we treat our own dogs.
So even if they don't get one of these, you were there, you've seen, there's
Yes.
so many other loving dogs that want a home. They want to be loved.
Even if you don't want to get one of these, you should go and check it out. They have a really cool center down there, and there are a ton of dogs in need of rescue, and it's really, really hard to walk through there and not rescue a dog. Trust me, I almost came home with like 5 the other day. But definitely, if you don't get one of these, I strongly urge you to go down to the center and rescue another dog. All dogs need love.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Thanks
for
for
having
being
me.
here. I know you rushed over from
day.
practice. Go Bucks.
Yes, go Bucks. See y'all on Sunday. Everybody show up.
Yeah.
Thank
All
y'all.
right, thank you. So now we're going to start with the alternate. These are going to be another 80 names drawn. So this is in case something happens with these other 320. You will also be getting an email with everything you need to know about what your next steps are. You guys ready?
Ready.
80 more.
80 to go. All right. Thank you, Vanna. Christopher Butler, Tampa. Beverly King, Tampa. Julie West, Land O'Lakes. Thea Shepherd, Riverview. Kurt O'Brien, Largo. Amy Metzner, St. Petersburg. Christopher Diaz, Tampa. Jeanette Lynch, Dunedin. Uh-oh, waking up.
Can't interrupt his nap time.
I'll tell you what. Barbara Parado, Riverview. Glenn Whitaker, Tampa. Emma Horton, Wesley Chapel. Carmelito Sanga, Lithia. Crystal Joseph, Tampa. Ian McKinnon, Bradenton. Martha Odom, Hudson. Nick and Carolyn Pavanetti, St. Petersburg. Joyce Williams, Riverview. Deborah Ferrier, Sun City Center. Melody Walters, Wesley Chapel. Marissa Causey, Seminole. Sally Carlson, St. Petersburg. Don't shank me. Deborah Jackson, Riverview. Yanexis Dumoy Vendencia, Riverview. Marguerite Papas, Clearwater. Nelson Ortiz, Wesley Chapel. Twofer. Luz Casiano, Tampa. Latrice Nicholson, Waimama. Crystal Babonis Trable, Tampa. Lisa Free, Odessa. Michelle Robarge, Floral City. Robarge. Chastity Wilk, Pinellas Park. Matthew Oluhi, Spring Hill. Linda Woodward, Bradenton. Karen Gonzalez, Tampa. Michaela Lepper, Tampa. Jerry Schwartz, Clearwater.
this one wants to stay here.
Yeah. Twaukesha Porter Ruskin. Eileen Malave Lopez, Orlando. Adriana Montoya, Riverview. Jessica Andrade, St. Petersburg. Sylvia Godfrey, Tampa. Pamela Beat, Lutz. Mary Lou Matuszewski, Clearwater. David Babicki Jr., Bradenton.
364. 365.
Charles Kitzmiller, Tampa.
Okay. Switch with me.
Oh,
Call names.
all right. Has this been spun enough?
It's been spun.
How about one more time?
One more good
One
spin.
more time.
All right, final push.
Now this is just curling up and
Lost the
on.
key.
Rafael Quiero of Tampa.
Ooh, little accent to it. Well done.
You're welcome. Cecil Peters, St. Petersburg. Valerie Bolberer of Newport Richey. Danielle Moreda, Tampa.
You gotta say hi to Maggie.
Oh, yes. I'm supposed to say hi to my 2-year-old daughter, Maggie, but I can't leave out my whole family, my wife, Cassidy, my daughter, Ashlyn, and Jack, my stepson, Jack, my stepdaughter, Ashlyn, and Sarah. But my 2-year-old was confused why Daddy wasn't
Why
saying
you're
hi to
on
her.
TV.
Yeah, when she was watching it. 'cause
What's
of
her name?
Magnolia, but we call her Maggie.
Hi, Maggie.
Yeah, Victoria Benitez from Tampa. Chadwick Hannah of Lutz. Thanks for reminding me, Tim.
You're welcome, buddy.
Wesley Anderson of Riverview. Olivia Kay of Tampa. Come on. What do we got? Okay, go for it. Okay.
Carrie
get
Guzman.
open.
Nailed it.
Yeah, okay.
We'll get
Smith.
emails. You will get an email.
Leslie Bax of Tierra Verde. Kathy Roden of Zephyr Hills.
It's 375.
375.
Final push.
25 more.
Michelle Bailey of Seminole.
And after that, we read all the ones that are left in the bucket so people
Just-
know they're. Just checking.
No, Tim. No. Stephanie Miller of Lakeland. Julia Carley of Bradenton. L. Terry Singer of Lutz. One last spin. Spin around.
One last spin.
Shakira McCowan of Tampa. Linda Clark, Ruskin. Sherry Weatherington, Tarpon Springs. Geraldine Coughlin, Sarasota. Saw that.
Just one more.
Candace T. of Tampa. Angelie Vaqueros of Land O'Lakes.
385.
385. 15 more.
Tammy Hamilton, Newport Richey. Rhea Popovich of Lakeland. Virginia Barrios of Valrico. Sarah Hall from Brooksville. Tashonda Givens, Riverview.
390.
390.
Adrian Blackwell, Gibsonton. Harriet Flair of Seffner. Nafisia Edwards, Riverview. Drew Gable, St. Petersburg. Lisa Wildralt, Riverview.
395.
Oh,
Five
final
more.
Five, Tim. Keela Bentley, Brandon. Ellen Wordan of Tampa. Robbie Schlee, Palm Harbor.
398.
This is
$3.99.
$3.99. Idalis Rubiani Mendez of Tampa. Oh, mixing it up
Last
for the last one.
Last one.
Number 400. Oh, here goes the key. Good timing. Good timing
Good
for the key to
timing.
fly. All right. Final alternate. Megan Jolly of Port Richey, Florida.
All right.
Right.
Thank you, everyone. Oh,
woke
we're
you up,
sorry.
sweetheart.
We woke you up. Congratulations to everyone who got picked. Again, you will be getting emails sometime tomorrow, both the people who were selected to adopt and the alternates. You will all be getting your emails with everything you need to know about the next steps in the process. But again, there are so many other shelter dogs and cats at Pet Resource Center that need love. If you weren't picked, you will get a discount on them, so go check them out. It's hard not to fall in love with them, especially with these. But PRC's normal operating hours are Tuesdays through Sundays from 10 to 7, but they will be closed this coming Sunday for the adoption event. But again, check your emails. You'll have everything you need to know. And thank you for your help.
Thank you for having us. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for staying. This one doesn't want to leave.
Thank you all.
Thank you so much.
Yes, you're sweetie. Yes, you're a sweetie.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. How you think it went? You think